position that's comfortable, yet alert. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. You can have a soft gaze a couple of feet in front of you. Let's take our 3 centering breaths together. So let's breathe into the nose. And then breathe out to the mouth. Nice controlled breath. Feel the air as it leaves your lips. Okay, let's breathe in again. Lengthen your spine, raise your shoulders. And then as you release the breath, plug into the ground, plug into your mat. Okay, last one together. Let's breathe in. And then release, sinking down. All right, let's relax our whole body from head to toe, starting from the top. So if there's any wrinkles in your forehead, iron those out. Relax your eyelids even more if your eyes are closed. And then your cheeks, your jaw, down to your neck. If you want, you can even use one of your hands and work your way down your body. It helps you focus. All right, so then we're on to the shoulders. And then on your next breath, focus on your arms. Breathe into your arms. From the upper arm through your elbow to the forearms, the wrist, and the hand. All right, and then back to the chest as it expands and contracts while you breathe down to your belly. Take a nice deep belly breath. So expanding it as you breathe in, contracting it as you breathe out. All right, down to the lower half of our body. So let's go to where your bottom touches your mat. Okay, through your thighs and your hamstrings to your knees. And then to your calves and your shins if you're sitting cross-legged. Okay, and then down to your feet to where they touch your mat. Okay, we should feel pretty settled now. Continue to breathe. So we're just gonna sit here for a few moments, just breathing. Remember, deep breath in, long breath out. And if you find yourself thinking about something other than your breath, just realize it, coming back to the breath, coming back to the present moment. And this last portion, I want you to focus on nothing at all. I want you to just sit there and just coast. All right, one last deep breath in and hold it at the top. And then when you hear the singing bowl, let's breathe out. Open up your eyes. Oh. Now there's a little bit of light outside. I'm kind of excited about that, but not to call it daylight. Anyhow, let's sit up nice and tall. Let's do a sitting side stretch. So let's bring the arms up top. Let's start on the right today. So right palm of the mat, left arm is over your body, over your head, keeping both sit bones planted and reaching for the upper right corner of the room. Okay, if there's a kink at the elbow, straighten up the forearm. Okay, hopefully you feel that all the way down your left side. All right, and then as you breathe out, let's bring that right arm back up. And then coming down to the left. Okay, same thing, right sit bone still planted. Right arm is above your head. You turn your chin upwards. If that's comfortable for you. And maybe coming down onto the forearm, the elbow. Ooh. Or not. And then bring that left arm back up. Bring the hands to center. Let's do one for the spine. So we're turning clockwise. Sorry to think about that for a moment. Okay. Left palm is into the right knee. Right palm is pressing into the floor. Okay, sitting up straight. Turning the spine. Turning the chin into the right elbow. Okay, with each out breath, turning a little bit further. Maybe get a crack or two. And then let's unwind. Let's get the other direction. Ooh. So right palm is pressing into the left knee. Open up my other window because it's hot already. Okay. My left palm is pressing into the floor behind me. And I'm watching my neighbors wake up one by one because their lights are turning on. Hello, neighbor. And then let's come back to center. Let's get the inner thighs. Ooh, this one's going to be exciting. All right, so soles of the feet together. Bring the heels in as close to your soft tissue. Let the knees drop. And then just lean forward and continue to take long breaths out as your knees drop down. Say hello to your inner thighs. You know who you are. Okay, you might want to pull yourself in if you want a little bit more of a stretch. Optional. Do what works for you as always. And then let's round out our backs, reaching on the floor in front of you. You can either crawl with your fingers as the knees continue to drop in the inner thighs. Get a little more love. Okay, reach, 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 reach. And then we'll gently sit back up, bring the knees together. Oh my goodness. All right, let's stand up. Let's get our hamstrings. Ooh, shoulder cracking. All right, wide stance, toes facing forward, drinking our tea, arms reaching up. And then we're gonna swan dive, nice and controlled. Okay. Let's start by placing the fingertips of the hands on the floor and pushing yourself towards the back of the room, beginning to engage your hamstrings. Okay, maybe on each out breath, pushing yourself a little bit more towards the back of the room. All right. Okay, let's plant that right palm on the floor. Let's rotate the left arm up and imagine a vertical line through your arms. Okay, left fingertips reaching for the ceiling. That right palm is just planted. Okay, if you want a little bit more to open up your chest, press into the floor that right palm. Gently twist. As always, breathing. Getting a little bit more with each out breath. All right, and let's bring that left arm back down and swap palms. So that left palm is placed on the floor right in front of your face. Right palm, right fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Opening up our right shoulder and our chest this time. All right, let's bring that right arm gently back down. Let's just dangle here for a few moments. And let's continue with our hamstrings when we get some hip flexor action. So let's turn 90 degrees to our left and turn the left toes forward. So we're in a lunge position. You bring the right heel off the ground. You can support yourself with your fingertips, lower the pelvis down as far as you can. All right, from here, let's drop the right knee down to the mat. You can untuck the right toe. Let's bring the arms up. Maybe you might want to lean back. Feel that right hip flexor. I know I do. I had issues with it this weekend. Whew. Anyhow, we're continuing to stretch that right side. We're just going to enjoy it for another 3, 2, 1. You can bring the arms gently back down. Let's get back on the right toes. Get that right knee off the ground. We're back in a lunge position. Okay. And then as you rotate back to center, turn both toes in the same direction. We're going to hang out here for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to turn 90 degrees to the right. Okay, let's engage that left hip flexor. Right leg is supporting. And then let's gently lower the left knee down, untuck the left toes. You can bring the arms up. And then let's say hello to the other hip flexor. Ooh. Breathing, pushing a little bit more into that left side every time you breathe. Okay, don't kill yourself though. I think that's what I like about stretching. It's pretty self-limiting. All right, and then let's bring the arms down, get back on the left toes, bring that left knee off the mat, and then rotate back to center. Continuing to dangle, arms are soft. And then let's do our slow 10 count as we straighten out the top half of our body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll bring my legs together. Let's do a standing side stretch. Okay, stand up nice and tall. Bring the arms up. Let's turn the left side. So left arm's out, kicking out. I'm sorry, left arm is down, kicking out the right hip. And then just reaching with the right arm. Okay, same thing as a sitting version. If you notice there's kink in the elbow, straighten up that forearm and feel the stretch go all the way down to your right hip. Nice. Let's bring that left hand, left arm back up top. And let's get the other side. So that right arm is reaching for the ground, picking out our left hip. And then we're reaching with the left arm. Ooh. Left side is feeling less flexible than the right side, which is odd for me. It's usually the other way around, but that's okay. Let's bring that right arm back up at the top gently. Let's lower our hands to heart center and we'll get our necks. All right, so let's do the chicken wing on the right side. So grabbing the left wrist, dropping the head down to the chicken wing side. Okay, getting a little bit deeper into the stretch as you breathe. Okay, and then let's gently roll our heads back as we turn our chins up, looking up. Ugh. Groaning as needed. And then let's roll our heads forward, taking your time, noticing how that stretch changes as we look down. All right, and then come back to the middle position, feeling that little stretch in the middle, and then bringing your head back up. Then we're gonna switch wrists, so grabbing the right wrist, dropping the head down. Let's even out our heads, or rather our necks. All right, let's look up to start on this side. And then gently roll the head forward. Whew. All right, we're gonna bring the head back to the center position and back up top. You can let go of your wrist. Let's get our forearms next. Oh, not forearms, I'm shoulders. Bring the arm across the top of your chest. Okay, pulling as much as needed or as little as needed. And then let's switch sides. All right, letting go of that arm. Let's get the left arm behind the head. And maybe get your head out of the way so your arm can get a little bit more stretching action. Let go of that side, get the other side. Then we're going to return to our hamstrings. Let's release that arm and let's go lengthwise with our mat. It's a split leg hamstring stretch. So left leg is out in front, heels are in line. So bring the arms up and give me a nice swan dive over the straight left leg. Woo. And my toes need a little love. They're looking dry. Thanks, Tampool. Anyhow, drive the right hip towards the front ankle. Okay. Keep that left leg straight. Maybe dropping the head down a little bit closer to the floor. That's what helps you stretch a little bit more. Ugh. All right. And let's bend the left knee and gently come up. And then switch legs or switch sides, depending on how you rotate. So right leg is out in front, arms are back up top. Then we're going to swan dive over the straight right leg. Okay, we're going to drive the left hip towards the front ankle, feeling a little bit more of a pinch in the right hamstring. And I mean pinch in a good way, not pinch in a bad way. And then we're exiting 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the front knee and come on up. Oh, hello. All right, let's get our moving options. I think I'm going to face my door today just to change it up. So feet and legs together, standing up nice and tall. Let's do our 2 swan dives. So bring the arms up top. Swan dive down, reaching for the ground, reaching for the toes. up to flat back. Exhaling, rounding out the back, and we'll reverse swan dive for 1. Swan dive down for 2. Up to flat back, resting the hands, the shins, or the knees. Let's round out the back and then reverse swan dive. Okay, those hamstrings are feeling it. And then let's begin. Swan dive down. This is the real one. Up to flat back. Whew. And then let's round out the back and plant both hands on the mat and step or jump back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into our first upward dog of the day. Okay, push the floor away, get the head, the turtle or the turtle head out of the shell. Ooh. Back to plank. Give me a push up if that's something you want. And into our first downward dog of the day. We all know what's coming. The beloved calf stretch. Okay, let's bend the left knee and drive the right heel down. As we listen to the rest of the house come to life. Okay, let's switch sides, bending the right knee, driving just the left side down. Okay, back to the left. Let's get 2 times each side. Okay, hands pushing the floor away still, fingertips nice and spread. Push, push, push. And then back to bending the right side for just the left. All right, and then straighten both legs. And let's do our crescent pose. So bring the feet and legs together. Let's float the right heel up into the air. And then swing that right leg through it and plant it. As we bring the arms up. Okay, front knee is over that front ankle. Driving the back heel down, arms reaching up towards the ceiling. Saying hello to that left hip flexor once again. Whew. And then on your next out breath, bring your hands to heart center and then slowly transition into prayer twist. So left elbow is pressing into the right knee, right elbow is facing the ceiling, hands are stacked. And we're breathing. What are we praying for today? We are praying that this heat wave will end sooner than Wednesday because I can't handle this anymore. Thanks. 40 degrees. Thanks for praying with me. All right, bring the hands and arms back up top for crescent pose. Take a moment here. And then bring the arms back down, plant both palms, right leg comes back to plank, and let's chaturanga down to our upward dog. And give me a push-up if you so choose. And into downward dog. Feet and legs together. Left heel goes up in the air. And let's swing it on through and plant in front of us. And come into crescent pose on the left. Okay, driving that back heel down. Ooh. Maybe your front quad is parallel to the ground, maybe it's not, whatever. Okay, hands to heart center into prayer twist on the left. And we're going to do the same prayer because I left Southern California to escape this heat. Okay, fun fact about Joseph as we're in prayer twist. My comfortable temperature zone is higher than 63, but lower than 70. It's a very small zone. Good San Francisco weather. And let's gently exit prayer twist and bring the arms back up top. And then bring the arms back down, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank. And we're going to chaturanga down and into upward dog. Okay, back to plank. Give me a push-up if you'd like. And into downward dog. And let's do our warrior sequence. So back to the right. So feet and legs together. Float the right heel up into the air. Then swing it on through and plant it in front. And as your arms come up, that back heel comes down. Okay, give me a little extra reach towards the ceiling. And then turn into warrior two. Okay, maybe get a little spirit figures in there just to keep us happy, whatever, or not. And then let's dip back into reverse warrior. Ooh, my neck cracked. That was cool. Back to warrior two. Okay, let's do the straight leg triangle pose. So straighten up that front knee, reach forward. We can reach no more. Drop that right hand down. Maybe it's on your leg. Maybe it's on the inside of your leg on the ground. Maybe it's on the outside. Left fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Okay, hopefully you feel this in your right hamstring instead of your right quad. And we're going to exit in 3, 2, 1. Come back to warrior two. Let's rebend that right knee. Get back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Okay. Left arm swings forward and up for warrior one. And then let's bring the arms down as that back heel comes up. Plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down to upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up and into downward dog. And let's do the left side. So feet together. Left heel goes up into the air. And then swing it on through and plant it in front. And let's come into warrior one. Maybe admire the definition of your left leg. So beautiful. All right, arms front and back for warrior two. Hold it for a couple moments. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. And then back to warrior two. And then let's straighten up that front leg, reaching forward with our left fingertips and dropping the left arm down, right fingertips, right arm is facing up. And we're feeling that nice breeze. Need more of that today. All right. And then let's come back to warrior two. Arms are parallel to the ground. Let's rebend that front knee. And then let's dip back into reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. And then that right arm swings forward and up for warrior one. And then as your arms come up, down, that back heel is up, plant both palms, back to plank, and then chaturanga down to upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up here and into downward dog. Woo. Give yourself a little extra push with the hands. Push the chest towards the heels. And then take a look at that space in between your hands. We're going to step our feet there in 3, 2, 1. Let's step our feet towards our hands and get ready for chair pose. So feet and legs together. Dropping the bottom down. Arms come up. Okay. Getting low as is comfortable for you. I want a straight line from your bottom through your torso, through your arms, all the way to the fingertips. And if your elbows are flaring, straighten up the arms. We're gonna gently straighten up our body. You can keep your arms where they are. We're gonna get off our heels onto the toes. Okay, reach for your ceiling a little bit more. And then we're gonna gently lower the heels down. Bring the hands to heart center, and let's do twisting chair pose on the left. Okay. Whew. So right elbow, left knee, hands are stacked. Left elbow is facing the ceiling. Bending gently at the knees. And you're breathing. Alrighty, back to center. Let's gently sprout on up. Arms up, hands up top. Onto the toes. Whew. Maybe you're shaking a little bit and watching your stabilizer muscles work. Maybe your wildflower shirt has been through the dryer too many times and now your midriff shows. All right, and in 3, 2, 1, heels down, hands together, twisting chair pose on the right. I'm so glad I still have 2 wildflower shirts from the before times. Vintage. All right, back to center. Then we're going to straighten up the arms for a third and final time. Okay, really make it count here. Get as high onto the toes as you've ever possibly gone. Or ever possibly gone for today, I guess. And in 3, 2, 1, let's lower the heels down. Hands come to center and let's have a seat. Ooh. Let's just stretch everything out. But before that, we're going to hold ourselves up like a table. I love this one. We all know what to do, people. Okay, hands and feet about shoulder distance apart, and then just prop yourselves up. Okay, like you're pushing your glutes up to the ceiling. I always feel this in my shoulders. Probably because I swim every Sunday, or most Sundays. Apparently yesterday I swam too far. Oops.
You'll notice it today.
Nope. Only if you say it. But if you don't say it, it's not true. It's not there. That's how it works.
Yep. Sure.
If you can't see me, I can't see you. Or other way around. Let's lower ourselves back down. We're going to do a bridge into a glute stretch. Ooh. All right, let's roll on to those shoulders. You can clasp your hands underneath your bottom. Again, pushing your glutes towards the ceiling. Okay. And then pulling your knees in like you're holding a ball in between your knees. And I want you to control yourself coming down. So one vertebra at a time, lowering down gently, slowly. Okay, we're still going. Take your time. Piece of cake. And the eagle has landed. All right, we're gonna do our glutes. So you can keep the left foot planted, but bring the right ankle onto the left quad. This one's gonna be fun today. Okay, grabbing either the left hamstring or shin, whichever works best for you. And let's do our 3 out breaths. Oof. So let's breathe into the nose and out the mouth. Okay, number 2, let's breathe in and release. Last time on this side, breathing in and let go. And then releasing the left leg, planting the right foot, left ankle gets in place. And we're grabbing the right leg wherever works best for you. Whew. Beginning to engage the left glute. And remember, with each out breath, we're breathing in, getting deeper into the stretch. So let's breathe in and release. Number 2, breathe in. And then exhale. Last one here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, releasing the right leg. We're gonna stay on our backs. So bring both legs up in the air for happy baby. And then pull on the outside parts of your feet. Okay, knees in towards your underarm, and then just massage your spine against your mat as you rock left to right, right to left. Ooh. Ooh. Don't rock too far. I almost rocked too far there. Okay. Let's release the feet and let the legs come down. Ooh. Let's continue. Move this out of the way, sorry. Let's continue with our spines. So I'm gonna hug in my right knee with both hands. Okay, definitely feel that on the inner thigh area. We're gonna enjoy that little stretch before we get to the spine part. Okay, let's grab the outside part of that right knee and pull your right knee over your body. Right arm is out to the right. We're looking towards the right. And I know I say this every week, but with each out breath, if your right knee and your right knuckle isn't touching the ground, I want you to relax and breathe into the stretch rather than the twist. All right, one last deep breath on this side. So breathing in, then long breath out. All right, let's bring that right leg back to center. And let's hug that left knee in. I don't think anyone that lives in my house knows how to close doors gently. Everything slams. All right, let's pull the left knee over our body. Left arm is out to the left. Oh, kind of feel this one in my glute too. Let's do 2 breaths for this side. I need 2 deep breaths for this side. So let's breathe into the nose and out the mouth. Ooh, my knuckles touch the ground. Okay, next breath, breathe in. And then release. Ooh. All right, let's bring that left leg back over. Let's sit up. Okay, last stretch of the day before we do our closing sequence because we're a little short today. I need to go swim. Let's keep our left leg out, bring the right heel in. We're gonna get our left hamstring. Okay, remember the left foot's flexed so the toes are facing the ceiling. And let's exhale over our left leg. And let's keep the back of the knee towards the mat. And if you want to get a little bonus side stretch, take that right hand and reach towards the outside part of the left foot. Okay, that part's optional. You'll notice that when you reach diagonally with that right arm, you'll add the lat stretch. Reaching, breathing. That left hamstring is starting to feel so good. All right, maybe one last reach. Maybe pull yourself in a little bit more. And then you can let go and switch legs. Ooh. All right, Left heel's in towards the soft tissue, right foot is flexed, arms are up top. And we're going to exhale over that straight right leg. Let's do one deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, you can release. Ooh. Although the hamstrings are feeling nice and happy. Let's get our child's pose. So let's start by sitting on our heels. Your knees can be as wide as your mat, give or take. And then as you breathe out, reach the arms forward in front of you, dropping down. Just gonna hang out here for a few moments. It's kind of like the calm before the storm, where we have to dive into our whole week, whatever that means for you. All right. And then come forward and out of child's pose and twist onto your back. And I'm going to use my yoga block as a pillow because why not? Let your arms come down to your sides, relax your whole body. You can close your eyes here and lie as still as you possibly can for 60 seconds. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. All right, and keep your eyes closed and reach the arms overhead. Give me a morning stretch. Oof. Roll on to one side. Let's gently rest our head and face right on your hands. Ugh. Nice work today. All right, let's push ourselves back into cross-legged position. Ooh. All right. Let's do our 3 long breaths. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or 3 audible breaths, I should say. So, breathing in through the nose, breathing out with some sound. All right, deep breath number 2. Let's breathe in and breathe out with some sound. last one, really make it count. Let's breathe in through the nose. And breathe out with some sound. Let's bring our hands to heart center, and you can repeat after me. May we have clear and kind intentions. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May we have clear and kind thoughts. Let's bring our hands to our lips. May we have clear and kind communications. Then returning our hands to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste.